What's up everybody and welcome to the mini channel, and today we're going to be doing an interesting video. You guys don't know this, or maybe I don't talk about this enough, but I'm actually a huge fan of VR. I have a headset right here and I use it a whole lot. I actually play a lot of games in VR, and today's video is just addressing, is it worth it to have a PSVR in 2020? And the answer is a little bit complicated, and over time has been becoming a lot more of a jest than anything, really. So PSVR came out a couple of years ago now. I'll say about 3-4 years ago to this point, and it's been fairly successful. Actually, the PSVR is the most VR set sold thing overall, and Sony has put a lot of effort and work into it, which is completely different from their other pet project, the PS Vita, which completely declined over time. Now, one of the biggest concerns whenever this was announced was that Sony wasn't going to be putting the effort and wasn't going to be putting the games and everything like that. But Sony has shown that they actually do care a lot about this project. They have put a lot of money into it, and they have put a lot of different companies to work for this VR games and everything. And I think that's the biggest yes for me as far as whether it's worth it or not, because they have put so much money and effort into all these games. And overall, I would say that yeah, these games are worth it. At the beginning of the cycle when this came out, it was kind of a yes and a no, because one, the price was really expensive. It was almost $399 when the headset came out. Two, it wasn't the best looking headset. There's even now it's still not the best one, but the game price has come down as far as what you're looking at. The VR set is not as expensive anymore. The games aren't as expensive. There's a lot of different stuff, variables that have really changed over time, that I really think that this has made it really worth it. Now, speaking of games, there's a variety of really good games that have come out. The first couple of games that were coming out were almost like not really a full game, but more like tech demos. They were kind of like figuring the technology out and kind of making it work and everything like that. But between third-party and first-party development on these games, they have huge variety of games that it's almost like, wow, they have put so much work into this, and it's really making it worth it. Every time that I play a new game or see a new game come out or anything, like, wow, they are really making some really good games, full games, not just tech demos and things like that. And I feel like the turning point for me as far as VR was whenever they announced and released Resident Evil 7, which was completely full VR capable. At the same time, you could play it without a VR, and it was crazy for me. Like whenever it came out, I was like, wow. And over time, there's been a lot of preferential things for VR and a lot of different games that come out. Even if it is not full VR, they still have a couple different things here and there that make it kind of like VR thing and everything. And I think that at this point, VR is very successful. PSVR particularly has been doing really good. Should you buy a PSVR in 2020? I think it's definitely worth it, especially because Sony has come out and said that the PSVR will be compatible with the PlayStation 5, which we know they are making the second generation. That's kind of when I kind of want to discuss this as well. Being that the second generation will come out, do you need to buy this one now, or should you just wait for the next one? And I think it's just a matter of how much money you want to spend on this. Again, this one is fairly cheap, but if you think about it, when the original came out, it was almost $399, and all these features you need to purchase and the game and everything like that. So it almost made it like it's kind of like a really high gate kind of to get into and everything like that. But again, over time it has come down cheaper and everything. So I think it is definitely worth buying a PlayStation VR on 2020. Anyway, that is pretty much my video here for today. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all this? Do you agree or disagree? Have you ever played any VR games at all? I know they're still pretty expensive, even though the price has come down quite a bit. I know it's not accessible, and I know everybody has one of those, but I figured that I will talk about this just in case you're thinking of maybe getting one, being that the console cycle is so close to the end. Anyway, if you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time.